I am Misbah Ansari from Logics. It's week 10, and today we have brought to you one of the popular functions of Anaplan, which is rank. We're going to demonstrate to you how do we use the rank function and what are the different parameters of rank function within Anaplan. I have a module in here which is dimensioned by the products and the customers, and both of these dimensions are in the rows, and you see the line items that we have created in the columns. I have a data set in the line item called sales, and what I want to do is I want to rank these numbers within this module, right? There are 8 different products and 4 different customers, so the total possible number of combinations is 8 times 4, which is 32. Now if you go to Anapedia and check what are the different what is the syntax of rank function, there are 5 different parameters, although only one is mandatory. Rest 4 fields are optional, meaning you don't need to use them if you don't want to. But the first one is mandatory, which has to be the number. So rank always happens on the number. It doesn't happen on any other fields. It does happen on the the dates as well, but it doesn't happen on the text and the list items. Right now we're talking about the rank on the numbers. So let's get started. So I've created the line items starting with boolean rank with one parameter, and so on and so forth. Right now let's begin with this rank with one parameter. Right now, if I use just rank function, which is rank, and then I use the name of the line item, which is sales, Anaplan is going to rank all of these numbers across all of the products and the customer combinations, meaning all the 32 possible combinations that we have here. Anaplan is going to rank them, but in what order? Anaplan takes the descending order by default. If you do not specifically mention what is the order of that ranking, Anaplan by default takes the descending order, which means whatever is the highest number is going to be given as rank 1. So in this case, if you look at this one, I've got 200. The rank is given as 1, and I see the smallest number, which is 100 here. The rank is 32, right? So that's pretty straightforward. Right now let's go to the what if we use 2 parameters. Now 2 parameters, a second parameter is the direction, meaning do you specifically want the order in the direction in the ascending order or the descending order. So by default it is descending, and if you wish to use ascending order, which means if you want to give the highest rank to the highest number, then you may probably want to give the ascending as the second parameter, which is the second parameter of the syntax, right? Now if you do descending, let's say if you do descending, then there won't be any difference between this line and this line, because both are same. This by default takes descending, and this we have made it descending. We have said it is descending, so there will not be any difference between the two. So let's say ascending here. So that is the second parameter of the rank. Now the third parameter is about the equal value behavior, which is what if there are two same numbers within this line. For example, let's take an example here. Let's say 172 dark chocolates, 50 grams. Customers see this 172, and the ranking with this um, ranking with three parameters. So third parameter would be your there could be four different possible combinations here, which is maximum, minimum, sequential, and average, right? Now usually the default behavior, if you do not specifically mention third parameter, then the default behavior is minimum. Right now I've mentioned it as maximum, which means 172 is here, okay? And now if I change, let's say 172 is, I believe it's here as well. So 172 here, 172 here. Let's change 172 here as well. I'm going to change 162 to 172. Now look at this. This changes from 9 to 10. So it means that all these 172s, so 172 here and 172 here. So there are three 172s here. So whatever the number of 172 maximum rank rather given to 172, all of these numbers will be given the same rank, meaning 172 is not once, not twice, but thrice coming in the data set, which means one of the numbers of these 172 was given ranked as 10. Hence, since we have mentioned this as maximum, that means all of the 172s will be given as maximum number, which is 10, 10, and 10, right? Now if you change it from, let's say, maximum to minimum, you will see it is 8, 8, and 8, because probably 172 is, it might be starting from 8, 9, and 10. Since this is this is first 172, it's given 8, and then it follows the same minimum. Now if you do the sequential, which is, let's change it from sequential, you will see the first one is given as 8, the second one is given as 9, and the final one is given as 10, right? So and then you can do also average, which is, it is going to take the average of these three, which is 8, 9, and 10, and 8, 9, the average of 8, 9, 10 is 9, right? So that is that's how you use the third parameter. I'm going to change to sequential, right? Third parameter. Now let's go to the fourth parameter, which is inclusion of the value. Whether do you want to include the values in your ranking or not? And there are only two possible values, or the set, two possible options available to us, which is true and false. And this has to be a Boolean format. It cannot be yes or no. It cannot be a number. It cannot be another format. It has to be Boolean formatted, which is true or false. Now you can hard code it to true or false, or you could also use a line item, which is a Boolean formatted line item. Right now I'm using the Boolean formatted line item because I just want to demonstrate to you what happens when we change certain Booleans, right? So by default it is true, so every checkbox here is true. You could also write a logic in here. I've manually checked these checkboxes, which means that all of the numbers here are being taken into consideration while ranking them. Now you see, this and this probably would be same because all of these are checked. Now let's say if I do not want this to be ranked, so I just do not want 200, which is rank 1. I don't want to rank this 200 to be part of this ranking. So if I uncheck this one, it is going to give me the output as NaN, which is not a number, and then it is going to assign rank 1 to some other number, which is in this case 199. It goes to, and rank 1 is given to 199 because this is not being treated, or this is not being considered in the data set. So that's how we can use the inclusion or exclusion of the values from ranking. You could also do true directly, TR, you can write here as TRUE, true, which is basically check everything, and if you do false, which means uncheck everything. And if you do uncheck everything, and every number will be populated as NaN, right? So this is how we use the inclusion or exclusion of the values within the rank function. And lastly, there is one last parameter, which is what if you want to rank not holistically, but you want to rank in certain groups. Let's say if you want to rank you know the sales per the products here, not the SKUs here, but the products, which is the chocolates here. So what you want to do is you want to rank these numbers as per the products. You want to rank these sales of the SKUs for the products. So then you could simply use the function called item, or the parent here, in this case the parent of item of SKUs, right? So you could use the fifth parameter as parent of item of SKUs. So ideally this piece should be in the system module. Just for the demonstration purposes, I have kept it there, but it has to be in the system module and refer it from the system module. In this case, the output would be that you will have rank 1 in this set, right? And you will have rank 1 in this set as well. So these are two different sets being used for ranking within this module. So you could use not only in one particular this, you could also use in another dimension, but at one point in time you could only use one dimension, one list or one dimension. It cannot be combination of both. There is a way to do the combination of both, but that doesn't come under this straight away ranking function. That goes in the group by, which is a different process and workaround that we use when we have to use the combination of the dimensions. So that is how we use the rank and all the 5 parameters within the rank function. Note that there is a limit of 50 million cells, 50 million non-summarized cells, not inclusion of the summaries. So if your summary cells go beyond 50 million, that and it may work, it will still may work still, but the non-summarized values or the granular cells will have to be less than 50 million cells. And also time and versions are not part of it, meaning the 50 million cell limit, the upper limit of 50 million is only on the non-time, non-version dimensions, and that two non-summarized cells. So that marks the end of week 10 for us. Hope that helps. Thank you so much.